And we are back. Pokemon White Hardcore Nuzlocke. The run continues. I was on my way to some first encounters here, and Charon comes out of nowhere and wants a rematch. And he does have the Tepig, which is super effective against our Snivy, so we got to watch out for that. But no problem here. We open with the Winry. I had just beaten a double battle here, so Winry is looking a little bit worse for wear, not full health, but gets the flinch off of the bite, holding Tepig at bay, popping the Oranberry with the second bite there, and gets a repeat flinch again on top of a critical hit. These flinches are just unreal in this run. A defense curl is not going to save the Tepig, and it falls. There goes Charon's ace. The Purloin comes down, gets a Fury Swipes off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a 5 roll from the Purloin to answer, and Winry puts them down with a critical hit. Absolutely ridiculousness. This puppy is popping off. Give it the takedown or not. We are good. We don't need to hurt ourselves. Really good stuff there. Charon goes down without any issues, and now we are on to some first encounters and on our way to the second gym. Let's do it. For our Wellspring Cave encounter, it is going to be the Roggenrola. We just kind of play around with it till we can finally catch it with a Premier Ball and add it to the team. And then for our Route 3 encounter, it is going to be the Pidove. I was really hoping for a Blitzel, the little baby zebra, but we get the Pidove, and at least it's a male. I think the full evolution male line looks so much better with the Pheasant. So looking forward to that. Let's keep it moving. And then for our Pinwheel Forest encounter, it is going to be the little Timber here, and we are playing with trait evolutions on, so Conkeldurr or Conkeldurr can be a big part of this run. So we secure that encounter, and I do believe we are on to the second gym battle. Let's get this second gym battle underway here against Lenora and her two Normal-type Pokemon. Very excited for this. I think we're going to open with the Servine, the second evolution of our main starter here, and we have so many good options against her normal types. We could fight fire with fire, use our own Watchog against her. We got our little monkey, even Bradley the little pigeon here, but really these main three is going to be the fighting type and the rock type to shield from potentially a Retaliate from her Watchog, but we might just be able to tank it out with the Servine. I'm not too sure. I want to see how this 1v1 goes against her puppy, her Herdier here. So let's see how this first fight goes, and then we can just kind of mix and match from there. So, because previously I have gotten really worried about the Watchog using Retaliate and then critting and one-shotting whoever's out there, but sometimes she doesn't even bother with the Retaliate and just goes straight for the Hypnosis, so we got to watch out for that. The Intimidate comes down, which is the main reason why I wanted to use Superior and not one of my physical damage dealers, mainly the Timber. So he would have to eat that Intimidate, which isn't great. And then you don't want to start behind by swapping in and out just to get rid of the Intimidate. So with all of that being said, let's start this off with Elite Seed. If Edward could clutch that, he absolutely does. So now Herdier is going to be hurting each turn. We're going to get some health back from that. Gets a Leer off, which is a little bit concerning. Anytime Leer combines with a critical hit, you just don't know exactly how much you can take. So we just got to watch that. If he Leers again, or if she Leers again, we might need to swap out just because of that. So let's lean into the Leaf Tornado. It does have a small chance of missing, but it also has a small chance of lowering the accuracy. So a little Sand Attack in there as well, which is cool. So that lands. So Herdier is -1 accuracy, we're -1 attack, and now -2 defense. And the Leech Seed is going to be there for whoever comes out. So I don't think we even have to risk this. Because 2 Leer is a lot different than 2 Work Up, because if Herdier had Work Up twice, then we can't swap out to alleviate that. However, we can swap out to alleviate the Leer, and I think that's what we're going to do. So if Herdier just goes for a takedown or a bite, it's really not going to do much to Timber. It's not going to do nearly as much as it would have done to the Snivy. And honestly, given that much damage, that might have just one-shot the Snivy with the double down Leer. And the look at that Leech Seed heal onto Scar, really good stuff. And I do believe Lenore is going to heal the Herdier. So we can either go all in on the wake up slap or go for a workup ourselves. And honestly, I think we're going to swap out when the Watchog comes down just because I'm a little bit nervous of that Retaliate play. So let's lock in the Wake Up Slap. The Super Potion does come down, and I'm hoping Wake Up Slap plus Leech Seed can be enough to kill the Herdier, but I could be wrong there. Timber gets in and slaps up the Herdier, and that Leech Seed's going to be nice, but I don't think it's going to finish the job. And the question is, does Lenora have another potion? Does Lenora have another potion? Honestly, I think we die to a critical hit, unfortunately. Think we die to a critical hit. So you know what? I'm going to swap back into our starter, let the Leech Seed finish off the dog just in case, take down crits. And it misses, and then the Leech Seed just goes ahead and finishes the dog. That works out just fine. That works just fine. And now the Watchog, Lenora's ace, comes down. And because I am a little bit scared of Retaliate, all it takes is one critical hit and you lose a Pokemon. So we're going to swap into our brick wall here, the Roggenrola, the Roly-Poly. And it does go for the Retaliate. And look at that damage onto a brick wall. So that Retaliate was doubled down because of the death of Lenora's Herdier there. It doubles the damage if one of your teammates dies. So now we should be fine. And so I do believe we're just going to hit... Nope, Watchog, that doesn't matter because Watchog has Keen. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So that was probably the worst decision I could have made. Mudslap doesn't lower the accuracy. Or does it? Okay, never mind. Watchog has a different passive. Watchog has a different passive than its pre-evolution Patrat, so that's actually fine, but we do need to get Armstrong out of there. And the question is, do we swap into Edward or Scar? Edward or Scar? Watchog is -1 accuracy now. Which one did I give a wake-up berry to defeat the... they both have Oranberry, so if it does land a Hypnosis, we are in trouble. I really like Leech Seed. Let's get Edward back in there. So a lot of just kind of flopping around here, but I think we'll be just fine. No crit on the crunch, no defense drop, really good stuff. Let's go ahead and get the Leech Seed down and let that pluck away at the Watchog. Really good stuff. The Leer comes down, gotta watch out for that. I think I'm fine from that range, but any lower or any more Leers, and I do believe we're going to have to swap out. So let's go ahead and get a Leaf Tornado down, see if we can double down on the accuracy potentially, get a critical hit, and we do get the accuracy debuff, making the Hypnosis almost non-existent, and it misses, and I don't think Lenora has another potion, so we're just going to fade away with a Vine Whip. And Edward absolutely does. And there goes Lenora. That took a lot longer than I thought it would, but we're just making sure we don't lose anybody. We are still deathless so far, so we are just watching out. I've had a lot of careless deaths in recent runs, so we're just trying to clean that up before it even happens. So really good stuff, and we are on to Berg, the third gym leader. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.